Yuji Shimada gets the fighters underway. Touch of gloves. Oh, and a good left hand from Phoe. And they're at it, these two, straight away, looking to make an impression. It's a busy start.
And interestingly, Phoe is the one that's utilizing the clinch here.
Good knee to the ribs there.
Yeah. Great control of the back of the head.
Gets his foot caught up. Well, the action is furious.
These guys, every fight, these lightweight fighters, they start at such a pace that it just takes them almost a moment to settle in.
The lavishly tattooed Phoe not being given a chance yet to use his height and reach advantage, although that's very much been of his own choice. He was the first one to clinch.
I'm interested to see here if Phoe on the ground is able to utilize the other martial arts that he's been practicing.
Yep, he has a broader base than his opponents. So in that sense, he should be in an advantage. Also more experienced and seasoned at 30 years old.
Although his head is trapped here, I mean, he's got calls back and you know, in a bit of a control position. And he went from both hooks in to one hook in, and you can see Calls starting to work his way around here, and Phoe's going to end up, more than likely, end up on his back here.
Carl stands up, just gives Phoe enough time to get to his feet, but clips him with a couple of short right hands in that hooking style. Great close-up work from our cameraman there, bringing in the giant screen in this lovely stadium, full of noisy and knowledgeable fans here in Yangon. Good right hand there from Carl. Takes a knee to the head though, and to the body in the process.
He seems real relaxed in that clinch. Eating the knees to the body right there just doesn't even seem to faze him.
Well, they say in boxing, when you face a taller man, go after the body and the head will come down. That's what Carl was doing there, digging those punches into the body. Very, very close quarters though, aren't they? Down they go. Halfway through this first round. Phoe keeping his man at close quarters, but he's not preventing those punches from coming into the side of the body and the head.
No, but he has the back of Call's head, and it basically keeps Call's head pinned to his chest. And in order to really effectively land some strikes, like the first thing you want to do if you're the guy on top is to establish a good posture.
He's busy, isn't he, Carl? No question about that on top. But Yuji Shimada is a stickler for action. Oh, he just gives Phoe a punch to the side of the body there. Yuji always so heavy-handed when he referees. Oh, good right hand.
Big right hand.
Really, Carl got that one right at the extension of his overhand right. Landed perfectly.
Yeah, Phoe has really just not been able to utilize his height so far. The height advantage that he has, and 15 centimeters is significant, and Call just comes in aggressively. He shuts the distance down. He's in a clinch type of position here, but it just keeps Phoe from being able to utilize any kind of jab or long kick or anything like that.
Look at those knees to the back of the leg. There's been at least 10 that have come in. That's going to be a very bruised part of Phoe's body by tomorrow morning, if not later on tonight. Every time Carl has been put in a position like this where his head is subdued, he's been busy with other parts of his body.
Yeah.
Finds a way to stay active and score points.
Yeah, it'll add up as damage on the judges' scorecard.
Now hear those long arms, Rich, going to work.
Carl looked like he got himself in some trouble here. Covering up, and those uppercuts are sneaking up through on the inside.
And Carl is cut just above or to the side of his left eye. Just looks like a little nick. He spent much of the fight, Carl, with his head in a headlock.
You can see the sprinkle of blood there on the mat. This is a decent little cut,
it's
actually.
getting worse and worse. It's he's bleeding all over his opponent there. What looked like a nick at the start has probably opened up. Doesn't help, as I say, that he's involved in a head clinch most of the time. There it is, the armbar attempt.
This is a big surprise. Big surprise.
No submission yet. Trying to get his way out of it by kicking with the heel. Heel kicks to the head. Desperate times for Carl, of course, with that cut. He needs something like an armbar, but
Wow,
saved by the bell. Well, he dabs away the blood from above his eye.
That is the most surprising end to the first round of a fight. And you can just see here the action. These guys, they throw and throw and throw. And with Letway boxing, there's not much head or foot movement from a lot of these fighters, and they stand in the pocket.
Stand and throw, isn't it? And that cut played a significant part in the last fifth of that round.
I'll tell you, he beautifully set up that armbar too.
Very well done, wasn't he?
He rolled through, kept his hips low, and he's in tight on the elbow. I'm just assuming that Phoe's elbows are, if you want to call them double jointed or whatever, highly flexible.
Because his defense there wasn't in any attempt to try and free the elbow. It was just all about heel kicks to the head. And seemed to work for him. Let's just say he's got durable elbows. And it looks to me, Rich, as if we're not going to have a second round. Yuji Shimada's called them together. It's been stopped. I think we need to listen to the announcement from Anthony.
News to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yuji Shimada calls over this bout at the end of round number 1. Due to the doctor's advice, stoppage due to a cut. For your winner, from the red corner, Phoe Thaw!
Ready, go!
Both of them with 1-0 records, having won in Yangon last year under the One Championship banner. Oh, swinging right hand that may just have connected with the gloves of Sortale.
Phoe Thaw pretty much tried to put him into the second row there as he went for that big right hand. The very patient, relaxed striking style from Phoe Thaw. He likes to use the push kicks to create that distance and utilize that big jab as we saw right there.
Well, he's got a height advantage and I suspect a big reach advantage as well. Much taller, isn't he, when you see the two of them standing next to each other.
Sortale's marching forward,
That
setting up that big hook. You can just see their big strikes every single time. They put everything they have into every single shot.
You can see that that jab is going to be a potent weapon for Phoe Thaw.
And he's really got a nice reach advantage.
Drops his right hand when he sends that jab in, so he's vulnerable to a counter, but it's going to take some timing and some movement to get inside a jab of that range.
As he sets that up, he throws that jab, and then he sets up that nice spinning heel kick.
Whoa.
Got caught there, dropped him, but he seemed to pop right back up. You can see him going for that inside trip there, outside trip rather, and ends up in the mount position. Sortale just pulling him down, trying to close that distance so Phoe Thaw can't pop up and land those bombs. Kind of grapevining the legs there so Sortale can't hit bump or really move out of that position, so he just kind of traps him in that guard, in that mounted position. Uh-oh.
Sortale now on the end of some ground and pound. Not much has got through yet, but here they are starting to trying to work some action with his legs to just pull him back and out of range, but he's not managing to get that purchase that he needs to do that. The swinging arms of Phoe Thaw are preventing that.
You can see how Sortale has kind of wrapped that arm around his leg, but now he's not really defending. He's got to move. He's got to create some space.
And no punches are coming upwards. Yuji Shimada watching very carefully. He won't stand for this for too much longer.
Sortale's tough, and Phoe Thaw might gas out, but Yuji Shimada jumps in and stops the contest again in the first round.
2:33 of the opening round, and it was another case of punches coming down, not all of them landing, but importantly, there were no punches being thrown in reply. Too much of a one-way street. And it's Phoe Thaw who improves his record to 2-0 as a One Championship mixed martial artist. Sortale drops to 1-1.
Phoe Thaw just got on top and just started unleashing punches. as Yuji Shimada had no choice but to jump in and stop it right there, giving Phoe Thaw his second win in the One Championship cage.
Well, as you were speaking there, Mitch, and as we were looking at the beautiful Meltan, I'm very glad to say that Sortolay was helped to his feet, and he looks in good shape. He should be able to get to the center of the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yuji Shimada calls a halt to this battle, 2:27 of round number 1. For your winner, via referee stoppage due to strikes, Phoe Thaw!
Getting started, this fight brought to you by Lekha Moon. In the blue and black shorts, we have Phoe Thaw, and in the white shorts, we have Kapali. And it's an aggressive start by Phoe Thaw.
Straight into full mount there, and Phoe Thaw is throwing out ground and pound. This might all prove a bit too much for Kapali, as
he's on top. He's devastating ground and pound, and that is it. Phoe Thaw wins by TKO stoppage.
that might have been a bit too much for Kapali. This is a big stadium tonight and a massive turnout from the local Myanmar guys and girls. So I think that might have got to him. And Phoe Thaw now goes up to 3-0 in the One Championship cage.
There is that aggressive start that you were speaking of earlier.
Indeed, a big flying knee there, straight to the cage, pulls it down to the ground into full mount position and just starts to unleash ground and pound like it's going out of fashion.
Phoe Thaw just relentless in his ground and pound. Once he got on top, there was absolutely nowhere for Kapali to go, and it was a very impressive first round finish. And that's exactly what you need when you fight in a one-night tournament. You want to get in, get out as quickly as possible. Let's go to Dominic Lau for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Yuji Shimada has put a stop to this fight after 22 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of referee stoppage due to strikes, Phoe Thaw!
Wow, what an impressive first round win for Phoe Thaw. Continues the undefeated streak to bring his official record to 3-0. Very impressive. Go!
Both fighters come out and touch gloves. I'm very excited to see how this fight is going to go. Some of these fights, the semi-finals, were so exciting. It was so exciting to see what these guys could do. The crowd is also loving it, as this is, these are two Lithway fighters that are back in the One Championship cage now to show all of the skills they have. Well, massive head kick there from Phoe Thaw.
Outside trip attempt there by Phoe Thaw, but Saw Young Ping is doing a good job as he ends up on bottom, and immediately Phoe Thaw ends up in the mount, and this is not a good place for Saw Young Ping as Phoe Thaw starts to rain down the punches and elbows. A little bit of an odd sort of escape there by Saw Young Ping as he's trying to put his feet underneath the armpits of Phoe Thaw, and he reverses it to put Phoe Thaw on his back, Peter.
I mean, this could be another ground and pound situation for Saw Young Ping. Phoe Thaw might be in trouble as, Saw Young Ping's last opponent, Ye Yin Ung, likes this position too, and it caused him to lose the fight.
Looks like he's setting up a possible scissor sweep here. He's trying to play a little bit of his feet on his hips. Now he's trying to get that butterfly hook in, trying to bridge out of it, but Saw Young Ping is just so strong on the top.
He is very, very strong and very resilient by the looks of things. Phoe Thaw looks very happy to be in this position and very calm and composed, but Saw Young Ping is having none of it, lifts it up. Phoe Thaw has a bit of a headlock there, but actually Saw Young Ping has a double underhooks of sort around the back if he could just get his head out. Here we go, trying a trip there. Oh, fantastic. There must be a Lithway trip right there. And Phoe Thaw is trying his best to hang on to the back of Saw Young Ping. This would be a massive deal to win the Myanmar featherweight tournament final. I mean, to be able to take that trophy home, it's going to be great. You're going to get some massive newspaper coverage. You're going to get huge amounts of fans, and you might be the next unsung.
Yeah, Peter, this is the biggest event in all of Myanmar sports entertainment history, and Phoe Thaw just floated over into the mounted position, and here comes the leather from Phoe Thaw. Again, So Young Ping's trying that. He's going to go inverted here and escape almost out of the mount. That's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's like doing fantastic wrestling. He almost went in for a double leg takedown, but he's ended up being fully mounted again. Phoe Thaw throwing in those strikes again.
Oh, the elbows.
Oh, those elbows. Those are totally legal, and that might cause an end to this fight. But no, So Young Ping appears to have absorbed that quite well. Phoe Thaw is relentless, though.
Oh, he opened him up, Peter. Now here comes the punches. So Young Ping's trying that inverted escape to go out the back door, but the elbows are coming down.
Oh, it's raining in that cage right now, and, you know, it might get Yuji Shimada to stop the fight. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Control, positioning, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, throwing in a massive amount of ground and pound. That is the third, no, hang on, the fourth TKO stoppage for Phoe Thaw in the one cage. The stadium just erupted when he won that fight.
Phoe Thaw has taken his undefeated record to 4-0 and is now the Myanmar featherweight tournament champion. Here's those punches, Peter. As he started to rain down, Yuji Shimada was forced to jump in. Elbows, lefts, and rights were coming from all angles, and Yuji Shimada had to jump in to save So Young Ping. But what a brave effort by So Young Ping, and a very diverse fight.
It was very, very diverse. So Young Ping went through a lot of different positions on the ground. He looked like he had a reasonably good wrestling background at that point. And, you know, it was very exciting, to say the least. But so Phoe Thaw came through and won that in style.
To present the medal for this fight, we have Jo Lewin, Vice President of Phoe Thaw Media. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Yuji Shimada, has called this fight after 3 minutes and 23 seconds of the first round for your winner by way of referee stoppage due to strikes, Phoe Thaw.
Big win for Phoe Thaw. He is your Myanmar featherweight tournament champion.
Ready, come!
Listen to them start to chant here for So Ba-U and Phoe Thaw.
Phoe Thaw looks extremely relaxed inside the cage right now.
Phoe Thaw believes that So Ba-U is exploitable on the ground. Says he knows that So Ba-U is not competent in the ground game. The plan here is to conserve energy, strike with So Ba-U, take him down when the opportunity presents itself, and submit him. Phoe Thaw says he's not going to rush.
Phoe Thaw says he wants to kind of lure So Ba-U into a false sense of security by initially striking with him in these first couple minutes, but then attack that lead leg, grab a single, and get this contest to the ground.
A 3-week camp for Phoe Thaw. A 5-week camp for So Ba-U. And just a filling out process, you can see the massive differential in height and reach. The beanpole that is Phoe Thaw. Very tall, long, gangly athlete. The shorter, stockier So Ba-U.
Phoe Thaw is big for a featherweight at 1.8 centimeters. He is a big guy. He immediately goes in for the takedown.
Cinched those hands behind the knees, drove him to the canvas for a double leg takedown, did Phoe Thaw.
You can see him trying to circle So Ba-U away from the cage. So Ba-U's got to start pushing on that head, work his way back up to his feet.
No fence.
Yep,
No
grabbing
fence.
the fence there, can't do that
No
to get
fence.
back up to his feet though.
No fence.
Phoe Thaw looking for another takedown. Gets it. Will he mount it here? Yes, he does. Phoe Thaw may make the cardinal mistake of giving his back. Oh, reversal. How about that? Out of nowhere. That is amazing.
Phoe Thaw relaxed for just a minute, got taken down, but then he was able to reverse it. But again,
He reverses Phoe Thaw again. What will that do, Mitch, for the mental, the psyche of Phoe Thaw? 2 times reversed by a man who he said had no ground game.
I don't think it's going to phase him too much. He seems relaxed and composed, but it's going to really depend on how Phoe Thaw uses this position. Is he able to soften him up with a little bit of ground and pound? You can see Phoe Thaw's trying to grip fight, possibly threatening a triangle there. Got the butterfly hooks in. Might be able to sweep him here. Oh, good hips by Phoe Thaw.
This sellout raucous crowd in Yangon seems to be firmly behind the left-way star Phoe Thaw. Top 5 ranked in the country. That means in the world of left-way. Throws the legs up, does Phoe Thaw.
Phoe Thaw's looking for a submission. He's throwing his legs up like he's attempting something. Phoe Thaw's got to be careful. Looks like that triangle is what Phoe Thaw's hunting for.
Very long legs. Makes the triangle a potent weapon for Phoe Thaw. Worked on his wrestling, on his jiu-jitsu and his submissions in that 3-week camp in Phoe Thaw. And who speaks very good English, also holds a Bachelor of Science from the University of Dagon. Good elbow across the forehead there from Phoe Thaw. Wants to get those hands free. Digs an elbow into the waist of Phoe Thaw. Staying busy in top position here, Dragon.
You can see him trying to battle that left hand, trying to control it. But Phoe Thaw's got a good top game. He's able to control the hips and not let Phoe Thaw throw up any possible submissions. Phoe Thaw looks like he's hunting for a sweep. But there's that triangle. Phoe Thaw's got to shove that left hand inside, otherwise it's going to be in danger. Good defense, but there comes the armbar.
Armbar from Phoe Thaw. Can he find it? Can he find it? Phoe Thaw defending. Oh my word! Phoe Thaw trying to slam his way out. This crowd goes bananas. Here comes Phoe Thaw gets caught. This place going crazy. This is crazy. I've never heard anything like it. It is deafening in here.
Phoe Thaw's in trouble. He's got to regain his composure. Good a tactic to go for the takedown. He was wobbled there. Phoe Thaw hit him with some big shots.
How about that momentum from Phoe Thaw? Best period of the contest from him so far. And the crowd letting him know it. What a round! What a ripper! This is one championship!
Look at this. Here was that first initial takedown by Phoe Thaw. Look, Phoe Thaw tried to defend, but Phoe Thaw just had the hips, was able to stop it. Here he is on top, able to control a majority of the position. So on a scoring round, the cage control has to go to Phoe Thaw. But look at Phoe Thaw. He was able to get back on top, spend a lot of time on top. And there's that armbar attempt by Phoe Thaw. Picks him up and power bombs his way out of it.
Mitch, I'm telling you, I've commentated in over 21 countries. For over 20 years, I have never heard a crowd like I'm hearing tonight here in Yangon. This is unbelievable. Second round set for 3. And this event was sold out weeks ago. There were no tickets left at the door tonight. It was all snapped up. And here we go, second, after an absolutely epic first. And Phoe Thaw trying to pick up where he left off. He tags it! Here comes the power! The left-way power! Phoe Thaw caught him back! My word, this is sensational!
Phoe Thaw landed some big shots, but Phoe Thaw kept his composure, grabbed the clinch, landed a huge knee, and now Phoe Thaw on top.
How have both men not been knocked out?
Action!
You've got this jam-packed crowd egging them on, energizing these athletes to continue to fight. Big sweep by Phoe Thaw to end up in the mount position.
Mount position from Phoe Thaw. And Psaw Ba'u reversing. Downward elbow to the forehead from Phoe Thaw. Tries to take him to the cage. Elbows again. There's one to the nose. Here come the hands. The ground and pound from Phoe Thaw. Oh, reversal! Reversal! That's unbelievable! That's unbelievable!
How did he do that?
Phoe Thaw said that Psaw Ba'u had no ground game. My word, he's been proven wrong.
He has been working on his grappling, able to escape some very compromising positions. Psaw Ba'u is just using pure heart and strength to power out of these shots.
Wherever you're watching this in 128 countries, it's Hero's Dream from Yangon, Myanmar, and it's amazing. Close guard now from Phoe Thaw. Absolute meltdown inside this stadium. Phoe Thaw, top position, full mount again. He's going to try and drop the elbows. Here comes the right hands. The face exposed. Psaw Ba'u gives up his back. But he gets out of it. How did he escape? How is he inside control? Never before have we seen Psaw Ba'u do this on a 5-week camp. Where has it come from? You see Phoe Thaw trying to control the posture of Psaw Ba'u. He doesn't want Psaw Ba'u dropping elbows, Mitch.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of keeping the head nice and tight, possibly looking for a referee stand-up. Psaw Ba'u's got to get, Psaw Ba'u might want that. He might want to get back up to his feet. I think that's exactly what he gets to do.
Here come the news from Phoe Thaw. He tried to take his head off with a high kick. And Psaw Ba'u says, get up. Let's turn this one into a left-right battle. And Phoe Thaw backs off. He's tired. He's tired. His mouth is wide open. He's breathing heavy.
He could be trying to lure him in for a takedown. Michael, look at this. He's trying to get Psaw Ba'u to overcommit and lunge forward.
Is it mind games? Is it mind games now from Phoe Thaw, or is it tiredness? Psaw Ba'u, calculating, cerebral, gets out of the way of the turning kick. What has Phoe Thaw got left in the tank? He needs the guts. He needs the intestinal fortitude.
What does Psaw Ba'u have left in the tank? He's not really throwing anything. He's been very cautious in his approach. I'd like to see him put that jab out there, throw a little bit just to keep Phoe Thaw thinking, not let him get too recovered.
A minute to go here in the second round. How do they keep going here when they're flagging in energy with the fuels running dry, Mitch?
You gotta rely on the crowd. You gotta let this crowd inspire you to greatness, and that's what Phoe Thaw's doing. He's digging deep. Oh, he jumps guard. He jumps guard to the guillotine. Is it deep? Can he adjust?
Can he find the finish? 25 seconds to go in the second round. Can Psaw Ba'u get free? This place will go bananas if he does.
Don't worry about the legs. He's got to free him off the head and protect the neck.
He may see out the round. He may be too sweaty to get a choke. Psaw Ba'u trying to battle his way out. This is amazing. Mitch, how much more do these two warriors have?
We're about to find out. Check out this transition. Phoe Thaw had the back, but how did Psaw Ba'u get out of it? Brilliant display of grappling by the guy who his opponent didn't think he had any. Look at that, just throwing Phoe Thaw out, and then they started to throw. Big knee landed by Phoe Thaw, rocked Psaw Ba'u and just barely missed with that head kick ever so slightly.
Let me quote Phoe Thaw from yesterday because he speaks very good English. He said, I know what Phoe Thaw doesn't know, and that is the ground game. And I think, Mitch Chilson, that Phoe Thaw may be very shocked by now at what Phoe Thaw has learned on the ground.
This is where you have to dig deep inside of yourself. What does it mean to have that one championship medal wrapped around your neck? How much do you believe in yourself? What kind of strength can you muster from deep inside of yourself? Phoe Thaw has never even been out of the first round, Michael. Now he's facing unknown territory. Who's gonna dig deep and get the win here tonight?
A big hello to all of our viewers watching here in Myanmar live on Skynet. Wherever you're watching, in the restaurants, in the bars, at home, they're out of their seats, I'm sure. 128 countries worldwide, potentially over 1 billion people. Nobody does it better in the martial arts world than one championship, and you're seeing why. A big roundhouse kick from Phoe Thaw.
Had to give him some love on that one. Beautifully timed left kick to the side of Phoe Thaw's head, who shook it off, smiled at him, and actually gave him a congratulatory high five.
I tell you what, I would not want to be a judge on this one. It is still anybody's contest for the taking.
Do you think the near submission attempts are going to start to sway in Phoe Thaw's favor, or will the top control and reversals of Phoe Thaw be enough? Will they let it go to the judges? Will they let it go that far?
3 minutes 50 remaining. Can someone find a finish? Will we see Phoe Thaw get his momentum going like he is now? He loves the combinations and he makes them sting. He makes them hurt. He makes them count. Phoe Thaw throws out a left kick and backs off. Threads the jab, the tall beat pop. Oh, there's a big right hand. He caught him on the neck and a spinning back fist to the jaw. And Phoe Thaw shrugs it off and walks forward.
Phoe Thaw is not your typical lightweight fighter. He likes to incorporate a vast variety of martial arts techniques. I saw him compete at the World Lightweight Championships, and he was throwing capoeira kicks, Michael. He really has a deep bag of tools to draw upon.
Phoe Thaw on the back foot. Jab, two, left hook. Three-punch combination under the jab connected for Phoe Thaw. Three-punch combination again. Still under the jab connected. Good threat of the right hand. Uppercut bent so high, I heard organs playing.
Phoe Thaw can turn up the volume here a little bit and start to let these hands go. He could possibly swing it in his favor because we do not judge these things round by round. They're judged on its entirety.
How about that? A little back fist and then turn the knuckles in. Phoe Thaw connected. Phoe Thaw drifts back to center cage and resets himself. It has been the contest of the night, there's no doubt about it. It has brought the house down many, many times. And we've still got 2 minutes, 10 of it remaining. A fake there from Phoe Thaw. What does Phoe Thaw need to do with 2 minutes on the clock, Mitch?
Just that. He needs to throw that jab. He's got a 10-centimeter reach advantage. He needs to put that jab out there and let things go. Phoe Thaw's got to close the distance and get tight and start to unleash on him.
Phoe Thaw backs off, hands around his waist. Breathing through his mouth. That's never a good sign. Uppercuts. Looping punches from Phoe Thaw. But Phoe Thaw a little too evasive. Now the little man comes forward. Defends against the high right roundhouse. Phoe Thaw throwing all sorts of flurries, wild hooking punches, but they're not landing. He may have guessed himself out again. 1 minute 20 remaining.
Phoe Thaw has constant pressure. He's always
Phoe Thaw.
Beautifully timed left high kick. And Phoe Thaw was just more active throughout this entire contest. He had 2 submission attempts, consistently throwing, just a bit more active in all aspects than Phoe Thaw, but we gotta give it to the lit-weight martial artist, Phoe Thaw. He consistently hung in there, improved his grappling game, continually pushed forward, and had that never say die attitude that we love to see here in One Championship.
You can see a little bit of the damage there on the face of both athletes. I believe we may have a very close decision here. Phoe Thaw on the front foot a whole lot more, but Phoe Thaw had the submission attempts. He came closer about 3 times. I believe he was shocked though by the vastly improved ground game of Phoe Thaw. No way that Phoe Thaw saw that coming. And Phoe Thaw showing massive respect to Phoe Thaw. Let's find out now from Dominic Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the medal for this match, we have Mr. Harry, Director of Sweet and Win Media Co. Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of intense battle, we turn to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores this bout in favor of the red corner. Judge number 2 scores this round in favor of the blue corner. And judge number 3 scores this bout in favor of your winner by split decision from the red corner. He is Phoe Thaw.
The closest of close decisions. Bushido Phoe Thaw. And the chants go up here inside the Tawana Indoor Stadium.
Look at the height advantage Phoe Thaw has. He's got to be careful. He can't allow Sarsay to close the distance and get in tight because he got some wild punching power. He's got to use that jab, keep him on the end of it, and consistently move around.
Long arms on Phoe Thaw, long legs on Phoe Thaw. He's so tall, giraffes are attracted to him. There's a high right roundhouse kick. And Sarsay says, come on forward, let's see what you've got. And Phoe Thaw answers the call. Beautiful knees from Phoe Thaw. And Sarsay rallies back with a straight right hand.
This was part of Phoe Thaw's game plan. He wants to bring out the aggression in Sarsay, make him commit, make him start to throw those angry, escalated shots.
It's also part of Sarsay's game plan, Mitch. As we said in Lethway, he absorbs a lot of punishment and then he delivers the knockout blow.
He's got to be careful. He can't let that emotion take over because that's when Phoe Thaw is going to slide in and go after that takedown. Woo, big head kick. Gave Sarsay a haircut.
Sarsay fakes there, fakes again. Kun Khmer, such a devastating martial art, bears a great resemblance to Muay Thai. Stomping that lead foot, faking again is Sarsay. Checks the low kick from Phoe Thaw. Phoe Thaw, a real magician. Every trick up his sleeve, pulls the rabbit out of the proverbial hat every time we see something different from Phoe Thaw.
He's got so much experience in so many different martial arts. That's where he got the nickname Bushido.
Oh, he backs up. Oh, the big kibosh! The big kibosh! The big kibosh! The big kibosh! My word!
A front push kick knockout? Are you kidding me?
This place goes bananas!
And just like that, beautiful, timed it brilliantly, front push kick. Put Sarsay to sleep. See
sees the opening, connects on the jab, backs him up, and push kick to the face. Boom shakalaka, look at that. Is that the GoDaddy knockout of the night? That's my vote for it.
You will not see a better push kick knockout anywhere. Let's go to Dominic Lau.
To present the medal for this match, we have Jose Tan, National Marketing Manager, Europe and Asia Commercial Co-Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Yuji Shimada, has put a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 53 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of referee stoppage due to strikes, Phoe Thaw!
An absolute meltdown in Yangon. A knockout of the highest order. Foot meets chin, and foot proves the winner. Bushido Phoe Thaw 6-0.
30 seconds left in the first round.